Derby Day is about three brothers who are celebrating the death of their abusive father by going to the racetrack, the one place they ever really felt like a family, and trying to rewrite their very painful history and start over and put it all on one big race.
I grew up watching my dad and his brothers kind of, drink and fight and do all sorts of unimaginables up there, win and lose at the track, and that was kind of to a degree, their Thanksgiving dinner table, and that's what I thought of when I thought about family.
It's sad and it's funny, and as ridiculous as these characters are, there's some real truth in them that at the end of the day is what makes it so exciting.
I've always loved the track as well. I've always loved kind of what it represents in terms of America. This idea of no matter what happens, there's always going to be another race.
Derby Day is far and away the fastest paced, most high energy, high octane, raunchy play that I've ever been a part of. Once it starts, it really doesn't stop. It doesn't let the audience go from beginning to end.
It was originally produced in New York in 2011 off-Broadway. Last year it was produced at Elephant Theater Company in Los Angeles. The LA production went really well. It was a Los Angeles Times Critics pick. It was one of the more rewarding experiences I feel like in my career.
The Fringe Festival is the largest artistic festival in the world, and we've been really lucky. We've been accepted into one of the four main theaters in the festival, the Gilded Balloon, which is known for its raucous comedies, its kind of high-octane stories. We couldn't have hoped to get a more perfect theater for Derby Day.
One of the greatest things about the Edinburgh Fringe Festival is that it was really founded around this idea of new and exciting works that weren't so traditional. So as a result, you end up having all these wonderful new productions that oftentimes wouldn't have been seen otherwise, and as a result end up touring the world.
Bringing a play across the pond is not a cheap venture. There's a lot to think about. We want to do this play right. We want to do justice to the story and to the production and not cut any corners. And we need all the help we can get to make sure this play is told exactly the way it's meant to be told.
Brett has written a fabulous play. We've got a great group of actors. We applied to the Fringe and got into one of the best venues there at one of the best theater times. Now we need to get everybody over there.
I think theater at its best brings people on a journey through the use of story that will often be something familiar to them or something new, but they'll see something of themselves. They should in good theater.
Well, what is it they say about film? Every cut is a lie. You can't lie on stage.
The story is sharp, it's edgy. It really gets you in the gut because you feel for these brothers even though they do such awful things to each other because they don't really know any better. They just aren't equipped for it. And it really is a play that so belongs in the Fringe.